In a startling twist of events, Mercedes isn't raising a storm over Red Bull's domination of the 2023 Formula One season. Red Bull's victory march has been unprecedented, securing all 14 Grand Prix so far, and smashing records with 10 back-to-back wins. Despite Mercedes feeling the pinch from previous regulation changes, Toto Wolff, the team principal, isn't calling for hasty alterations to halt Red Bull's success. Echoing the sentiments of other teams like Ferrari and McLaren, Wolff firmly believes that Formula One is a meritocracy, and it's up to competitors to catch up. In the absence of significant rule changes until 2026, Red Bull expects rivals to close the gap. They maintain faith in the stability of regulations, foreseeing a competitive convergence among teams. Despite all the winning, Red Bull doesn't fancy Formula One turning into a scripted spectacle like WWE, stressing the importance of exciting, unpredictable races. This is indeed an intriguing time in Formula One, isn't it? Alright, this is where we take a pit stop from all the hard-hitting news. This is Enzo coming to you over the airwaves on F1 Motor Fever podcast. We're here every day, bringing you all the exhilarating and head-turning stories from the dynamic world of Formula One. And this is William, adding my 2 pence, some insight and perspective to the mix. Always a thrill to be involved, isn't it, mate? It sure is, William. Always keeps us on our toes. Now, lovely listeners, if you enjoy our daily banter and news on everything Formula One, do us a solid, would you? Subscribe to our channel, turn on those handy notifications, and join the conversation in the comments. Don't forget to share our channel with your friends and family. Your support helps us to continue delivering the latest and greatest from the fast lane. Definitely, folks. We appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, and stay tuned because I've some unbelievable news just around the corner that you wouldn't want to miss. Now, why is this news so relevant to you? Well, it's always good to stay informed about the happenings in our beloved sport. So, strap in, we're going full throttle. Digging deeper into the matter, it seems Mercedes principal, Toto Wolff, perceives the rule changes of 2021 as a targeted attempt to clip Mercedes' wings. He believes that these regulations sought to undermine their domination, as evidenced in 2020 when they clinched both championships for a staggering 7th year running. Ah, yes. Mercedes had a fantastic run in 2020. Their car was, quite simply, superb. And then those regulation changes hit, didn't they? Exactly. The cutting of the car floor, in particular, was a blow. It affected their competitiveness in 2021. Red Bull was on fire that year. But we should recall that Mercedes made a remarkable recovery in Silverstone, unlocking more potential from the car. It just wasn't enough to secure the championship, though. The silver lining, if you will, is that the regulations did achieve their objective. They leveled the playing field and created closer competition. Isn't that what we all wanted? True. But it does leave one wondering. What happens when one team, like Red Bull, starts dominating again? Wolff has a clear stance on this. He argues that as long as a team complies with the regulations, we should simply congratulate them and strive to catch up. It's a meritocracy, after all. That's the spirit, isn't it? If you're at the top, the view is great, but there's only one way to go. It's up to the rest of the pack to step up their game. Steering our conversation a little further, it's worth noting that Wolff is not alone in this. Red Bull's other rivals, including Ferrari and McLaren, echo the sentiment. They are quite vocal about their aversion to rules like the balance of performance, used in the World Endurance Championship. They believe such rules dilute the very DNA of Formula One. It's about the thrill of the challenge, isn't it? Indeed. Frederick Vasseur of Ferrari, for instance, has asserted that F1 already has the wind tunnel allocation for balance, and he feels that's ample. Similarly, McLaren's Andrea Stella has stated that they don't want assistance to close the gap on Red Bull. They relish the challenge and aim to bridge this gap on their own terms. That's the spirit of competition, isn't it? After all, it's not scripted content we're watching, it's a sport. Good point. And with the rules remaining stable for the next couple of years, it's interesting to see how teams will strategize. Red Bull, despite their current dominance, anticipate their rivals will gain on them, without any major rules changes in sight until 2026. That's the beauty of Formula One. The rules of the game might stay the same, but the players keep evolving. Precisely. This is why we love this sport. Every season brings a new thrill, a new challenge. And as for being entertaining, even with Red Bull's consistent wins, many of the races, including the most recent one, have been downright exhilarating. Absolutely. We're not just spectators, we're part of this exhilarating journey. And we can't wait to see where it takes us next. Taking a brief detour from the pressing regulations matter, it's noteworthy to mention Frederick Vasseurs' comments on Max Verstappen. He commends that Verstappen hasn't made a single mistake over 2 seasons. Now, that's an achievement. Absolutely. And considering the pressure of racing at such a high level, that's quite an extraordinary feat. It does say a lot about Verstappen's skill and consistency. Couldn't agree more. Speaking of remarkable performances, McLaren has announced that they'll be bringing in some upgrades before shifting their focus entirely onto their 2024 car. A smart strategy, wouldn't you say? I'd say so. It's about making the most out of the present while keeping one eye on the future. A strategy that's equally as important off the track as it is on it. And speaking of off the track, let's not forget the folks at Race Fans who have been delivering quality, independent coverage for over 10 years. Their dedication to the sport is truly commendable. Oh, indeed. And their supporters, who browse the site ad-free, are a testament to the quality and value they offer. It's the same dedication and passion that keeps us all hooked to this glorious sport. Let's see what the next Grand Prix has in store for us. William, as we draw towards the end of our show, I'm curious to see what the internet thinks of the current situation in Formula One. Have you perused the online chatter? Right you are, Enzo. There's a post by user RacingFan96. They state, quote, F1 owners admit Verstappen's current domination is a challenge, unquote. Well that's a straightforward statement. What do the comments say? User Photomic offers a lengthy analysis. They mention the new influx of casual fans owing to the popularity of Drive to Survive and the expanding American audience. They believe these fans want more competition and aren't content just watching the battles for second place and below. Photomic also thinks intra-team battles don't pique the interest of the general audience. A fair point. The dynamics of the sport are changing with its surge in popularity. Anything else of note? Yes, user hot_demand_6263 comments that this season, quote, just lacks drama in general, unquote. To which James 2603 responds, quote, silly season hasn't been silly at all, unquote. This comment thread then delves into discussing the various driver changes and contracts. The driver merry-go-round always stirs up some lively debate. Any other interesting remarks? In response to Verstappen's dominance, the Flames were a Gulfin suggests, tongue-in-cheek I believe, quote, the solution is pretty obvious though. Ban Verstappen, unquote. This was met with some humorous responses, including one from Rasno_ who suggests a new rookie driver always wearing glasses and sporting a Bottas moustache called Max Verstappen. That's a good one. Anything else? Gatian reminisces about the Schumacher dominance era, stating that, despite Verstappen's current dominance, at least these days there's more overtaking. This comment sparks a discussion about the viewership of the sport and the nature of overtakes, with some users arguing that overtaking now is predictable and not as exciting due to doctors. Well, it's certainly got people talking, hasn't it? The dynamics of the sport are always changing, and it's fascinating to hear the fans' perspectives. It just goes to show how passionate the Formula One community is. That's it for today, folks. Thank you all for tuning into F1 Motor Fever podcast. We've had a fantastic discussion about the ever-changing landscape of Formula One, dissected the latest news, and delved into your thoughts from the web. Don't forget, we value your input. So, do subscribe, activate those notifications, and leave your thoughts in the comments section. Your support truly means the world to us. And remember to share our podcast with your friends, family, and fellow Formula One enthusiasts on WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Absolutely, and don't forget to tune in every day for our fresh insights into the world of Formula One. And I've heard a little birdie say there might be some exciting developments on the horizon. So dust off those calendars and make a note every day. It's a date with F1 Motor Fever podcast. Once again, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait to host you again on the next episode of F1 Motor Fever podcast. Until then, pedal to the metal, keep your gaze on the road, our channel's content is pure gold.